So, you have decided to start your fitness journey. Congratulations! Let's see if we can make this start and journey a bit easier for you. Hi, my name is Spring, and coming from someone who didn't used to work out like at all. And if I started, I was wildly inconsistent. Every year I would make the same resolutions: get your butt to the gym and get in shape. Well, easier said than done there. Cut to me now, I am over 1 year of going consistently to the gym and I'm in the best shape of my life. And today I will be spilling some of the tips and tricks I have learned over this year that made the process easier and kept me consistent. And the first tip I have for you is a good one. This is for my beginners and my long-term goers, okay? Save workout videos and exercises to a folder in your phone. Whether you use TikTok, Reels, or Shorts, having new exercises to sprinkle in when your routine starts to get a bit dull is a breath of fresh air. And just having one new exercise that you're going to try out the next day can be all you need to get a new little surge of motivation. This is also great if you haven't been to a gym before and also struggle with gym anxiety. Having a portfolio of videos on your phone where someone is explaining the exercise, pointing out which muscle group you're using, and showing you how to work the machine is almost like having a personal trainer with you, just less expensive. Make it easy for yourself. One of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to going to the gym. Listen, the last thing we want to do when we wake up in the morning is go to the gym. Going back to our warm and comfy bed or sitting down on the couch with a warm cup of tea is much more tempting in our morning fog state. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but this step doesn't necessarily get easier even a year in, okay? And that's why we have to make it easy for ourselves to take the hard but the right choices, which is getting our butt to the gym. This means the day before you pack your bag or your backpack with all the essentials you will need at the gym. Maybe put out your water bottle by the sink, lay out your workout clothes, maybe even pick out a cute fit. For me, I always get a little bit more excited to go to the gym if I have put together a cute outfit that I'm gonna wear. Speaking from experience, on the days where I have forgotten to do these small but important preparations have made it significantly harder mentally to go to the gym. And in a few cases, it has also led to me not going at all. Doing your future self a favor is always the right move. Building on making it easier for yourself, distract yourself in the mornings. When you have just woken up, when we have just woken up, the only thing we want to do is go back to sleep. Let's be real. This is the time where it is the hardest to commit to the plans you made the day before. It is so incredibly easy to talk yourself out of it and come up with any little excuse to not go. Listen, this is not you talking. It's the part of our brain that is wired for survival and always picking the easiest and most comfortable option. So we then need to distract ourselves so we don't hear that little voice in our head. So every morning I get out of bed and go to the bathroom, and the first thing I do is put on a YouTube video. What I watch will vary, but after I've done that, I basically go into autopilot. I wash my face, brush my teeth, fix my hair, put on my workout clothes, and before my brain gets one destructive word in, I am already ready to walk out the door. Since I only focus on what's going on in the video, I don't have time to feel how tired I am or talk myself out of going. So this works wonders for me. Wish I had thought of it sooner. Highly recommend you try it too. And of course, it doesn't have to be a video, doesn't have to be one of mine. It can be a podcast or a playlist, whatever will distract you from your destructive self. Rotation is what I'm gonna call this. So what I have noticed with others and also myself in the early days of going to the gym is that we tend to do one set on one machine, then pick up our phone, be there for a couple of minutes, then do another set before picking up our phone again. This is not time spent very efficiently. Here's what I have found saves me a lot of time, gets my eyes away from the phone, and keeps my heart rate up. Instead of doing one set on one machine, then picking up your phone and staying on there for probably longer than the break was intended to be before carrying on, try to have 2 or 3 machines or exercises on a rotation. So what this means is, say I'm doing an upper body day. I will start with pull downs, then move to pull backs, and then do a set with pull ups. And when I have done 1 set on each machine right after each other, I go back to the first machine and do another round until I have done 3 sets on each machine. It just saves me so much time and it makes it not boring. Once I actually timed it. So one morning there was just me and another girl at the gym. And at one point we were using machines that were really close in proximity to each other. I had 3 machines on rotation that was right next to each other. And I noticed that she would do 1 set and then pick up her phone and watch a video. So I timed us. When she had done all her 3 sets on that 1 machine, I had done 2 sets on 3 machines. Those phone breaks she had was probably longer than she intended it to be because phones are addicting. And it is not a competition by any means, but if you don't have a lot of time or don't want to spend a lot of time at the gym, highly recommend you try out this method of working out. What would a fit person do? If you don't look at yourself as someone who goes to the gym, that can change. You can change that. You choose who you want to be. I was the laziest kid ever as a child, a teen, and in my early adult years. I never looked at myself as someone who went to the gym, were fit or in shape. And now that I have committed and changed my mindset, I'm in the best shape of my life. If you want to become fit, ask yourself, what would a fit person do in different scenarios? Would a fit person go to the gym even though they're tired and don't want to? Would a fit person go for a run or a walk on this fine day? Would a fit person choose the healthy option or the cheeseburger? The answer to all these questions isn't necessarily the fun one or the easy one, but it is the right one. And it is the choices you have to make to get closer to your fitness goals and becoming the best version of yourself. Again, doing your future self a favor. Endorphins with a twist. You have probably by now heard that working out gives you endorphins and make you happy. Well, did you also know that working out can give you hope? I recently found this video that explains everything perfectly, so let's watch it together.
And one of the first papers, almost 10 years ago, that was published explaining that when you contract your muscles, they literally secrete these proteins into your bloodstream that make you resilient to stress and can protect you from depression. The scientists called them hope molecules. This idea that literally your muscles are manufacturing like antidepressant molecules. And the only way to get them into your bloodstream where they can then travel to your brain is you have to contract your muscles. Like that's it. But your muscles it's like a pharmacy in your muscles. And anything you do that contracts them, walking, hiking, running, dancing, weightlifting, like swimming, anything, you are going to be dumping hope molecules into your bloodstream that when they get to your brain, they work as an antidepressant. And they also help people recover from trauma. Like that's like a miracle.
That is honestly like a miracle. Maybe working out can not only be your fitness journey, but also your healing journey. And I just think that is really beautiful. We have to be realistic. Better to be realistic than being optimistic and failing. Listen, we're all in different stages of life. Maybe you're a student or a mom or working really long shifts. When you are creating your workout schedule, you have to make it work for you and your life. I get that it's really difficult nowadays looking at fitness influencers and whatnot on Instagram who has these insane workout regimens, but please remember, you are not living their life, and some of them might even just be for show and the views. If you don't make a schedule tailored to your life, you're gonna end up skipping a lot more days than you should, and that is really gonna tear on your motivation and your progress. So for me, I work out 4 to 5 times a week, and I split my body into upper body and lower body, so that when I work my upper body, my lower body can rest, and vice versa. Because guess what? You're gonna get sore. Even a year in, I still get sore because you're always upping your weights or trying new exercises that targets that tiny little muscle that you haven't worked out before, and now suddenly you can't use your legs for like 4 days. It's the treadmill of life, but boy, can I reassure you, it gets easier. Which smoothly transitions us over to this next point. Your fitness journey is a lifestyle. It might seem a bit corny, but listen, I wish that someone would have been brutally honest and told me this from the beginning, because then I might actually have had some consistency when it comes to working out in my life. I do think one of the biggest reasons many of us have trouble sticking to a workout routine is because we want short-term results and have somewhat unrealistic goals. I remember as a young teen, reading in magazines at the hairdresser, celebrities who went on these wild weight loss journeys and 90-day stomach exercises that would guarantee you a flat stomach at the end. And when I didn't have those same results in that short amount of time, I got, first of all, really demotivated, and second of all, kind of sad. And often our mentality and motivation behind these goals is because we're expecting our workouts to give us a specific physical result. But what happens when we don't see these results right away? Because these things take time. You're very likely to fall off of your workouts and stop going to the gym. And of course, seeing results that you have been working and sweating for is nice, and it definitely can be part of your motivation for wanting to work out. But it's not going to be strong enough to sustainably keep you at the gym. So let me tell you a little short story that was the reason I started to wanting to work out. When I moved into this beautiful apartment, I was weak as jelly. I hadn't been working out for years, and when moving day came, I could hardly help with anything. Everything was so heavy, I was out of breath, and I felt like garbage. It left me thinking, wow, am I really this weak? And if I continued like this, what will my 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s look like? That experience really got me to wake up and look at the bigger picture. Yes, looking a certain way is nice, but being able to feel strong and healthy, not wonder if I'm gonna be able to pick that up or carry groceries home without being out of breath, that's what got me to the gym and has kept me there consistently. And here's the kicker. The thing not enough people are talking about. It's not a quick fix. It is something that you're gonna have to continue doing for the rest of your life. Or else you and me both will revert back to our weak and fragile state. And our older years are gonna be much harder than they need to be. Starting is the hardest part. If you are starting going to the gym or have had a couple of weeks off, starting up again is always the hardest part. And this doesn't just apply to the gym. Any new habit that you are trying to build, whether that is going to the gym, getting a better skincare routine, going to bed earlier, learning how to cook, it's all an adjustment, but it can be easy to look at it as an uphill battle and only focus on the new things you have to learn and how sore you're gonna be in the beginning. But it is worth it, and it is gonna be better and easier. Trust me. I just really feel like I have to reassure you, it's gonna get better. Trust me. I mean, think of all of the first steps you have taken in your life and how easy they all seem to you today. But I do think that it's smart to be mentally prepared that it is gonna be hard in the beginning. Remember, even though it's good for you, your brain wants you to take the easy way out. Don't let it win. Now, go forth, my child. Take what you have learned in this video and apply it to your own fitness journey. I hope it helps, and I wish you and your future self the best of luck. And I know you're in a rush to click off this video, but please, before you do, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It greatly helps out my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe later if you don't like what I post, okay? And I hope you have the best day. Spring out. Bye!